Alright, so bear with me here. I haven't collected any wood this year. I only have like half a cord left, so it's getting a little late. That even if I get some now, it's not going to be dry for the winter anyway. So I've been collecting oil all year. Get a bunch of drums. So I got serious thinking about doing a better setup for the oil burning. So I did more research, and there's a guy on YouTube, and I had seen his videos before, and you've probably seen him. It's a Canadian dude. He's got a 2-speed oil feed set up on a thermostat. When it calls for heat, the flow valve opens up and delivers a lot more oil, and the flame comes up, whatever. My issue with mine was if I drop oil feed, I also need to drop fan speed. Otherwise, I'm blowing so much air in there, it ends up blowing the flame out. So back to the basics of what I was doing. I was using the mattress inflators, and I was only getting 30 hours out of each one. So this Canadian dude, he's using a smog pump from like an old Chevy small block, and he's running it with a 1/2 horsepower motor up in his attic. To me, it seems like a little bit of a waste of electricity. So I was doing digging, and I found these, and this is a straight up Toyota Lexus electric. They call it a 2nd stage smog pump, so I was a little unsure if it would push enough air. So I pulled the trigger and said, fuck it, I'll try one. This one was 60 bucks. It was, I forget what company makes it. It's got aluminum housing. There's a cheaper one for 40 bucks. It's like all plastic. 12 volt, 30 amp power supply. 20 bucks. Chinese. Works good, but $10 speed controller. I figured I'd get into it. So I want to try this out first, just to make sure this thing blows enough air. It actually has more power. I don't think it has as much flow in CFM as the mattress inflator, but like I can put my finger over it, and it's pushing my finger away. So it definitely has power to push air down through whatever tube you want to into your wood stove. I haven't actually hooked it up yet to the stove, but this was my trial run. So with the way I have it set up now, it's just power to the speed controller to the motor. But I got a 12 volt thermostat. It's just like $5. I'm gonna, if the automatic thing is gonna work for me, I need to make a little circuit board with 2 circuits that feed the blower, so that way one circuit feeds it in full speed, and then the other circuit will feed it with the speed control. So I'll use the thermostat to switch 5-pole relay. I guess it's what, terminals 87 and 87A. One's normally closed, one's normally open. So I'll run the two circuits off of both those terminals. That way, when the relay's on or off, it's either circuit that is fed, so it'll either be full speed or whatever speed the controller's set at. But anyway, so this guy, I have it plugged in now. They label this as a display on-off switch, but it's actually power on and off. And then try to do this shit with one hand. See this? It's got some force to it. Kind of curious to see how long it's going to last, though, especially if I'm using it at reduced speed, because that almost seems like when it's at full blast, it almost seems like more air than what I was using before did. So I don't know. I'm going to actually have to hook it up to the stove and see how much air it pushes. But I mean, so far so good. I didn't know if that thing was going to be good enough or not. So just a thought.